Okay, I'm back. I just clicked start streaming and the phone just started ringing. So that's slightly suspicious. But I'm at my grandma's place, so I'm not going to pick it up. Just have to suffer through one or two more rings. Or maybe it's done. Okay, so today is actually the yearly Blitz Arena on Lichess, which starts in 6 minutes. And it's a 6-hour tournament. So I'm going to play a lot of Blitz today. But I'm going to warm up first, do some tactics. I actually attempted this problem maybe about a week ago, and I didn't finish it because I did it before a tournament and the tournament started and I just forgot about it. So I'm going to attempt to solve this. It's black to move. I remember having a lot of trouble with this one because I didn't see how black survives after king take h7, knight g5. All the lines just look bad for black. So I have 5 minutes to solve this before the tournament, and then hopefully something good will happen. If anyone's in the chat, let me know if the stream looks okay, if you can hear and see me okay, using my mic and my brand new webcam. So yeah, anyway, bishop take h7, the critical line is king take h7, knight g5, and then what to do with the king. After knight g5, we want to go back to g8. But then there's queen h5. And this is where I was stuck. Because a move like rook d8, there's queen h7, queen h8, and it's mate. If I play bishop take g5, h take g5, and there's similar problems. I guess it's important to realize the resources that black has, all the potential defensive resources, moves like knight d3 check, bishop b4 check, and queen a5 check. This queen a5 move didn't really come to mind initially. Also, this bishop b4 move didn't come to mind initially. Now I'm realizing that there's a line after king take h7, knight g5, king back to g8, queen h5. Why is my trackpad doing that? Okay, king take h7, knight g5, king g8, queen h5, bishop b4 check. And when we free the e7 square, then we allow rook d8, and there's no queen h7, queen h8 mate, and the king can run to e7. And that actually looks very fine for black, because black is holding on to the piece, not getting mated, and then there's actually counterplay against white's king. So I think once we see this idea with bishop to b4, I think then we can safely take on h7 and not worry too much. So I'll move back, and then bishop b4 check. Nice. Okay, that's a feel-good problem. We'll upvote that. Took me a while to solve. We'll move on. Let's do one more. Might not finish this next one, but we'll see. White to move after rook d6. It's equal material. Some action happening with both knights. I mean, one of the first things I realize is that there's a pin, potential pin on the c file. A move like rook c1 looks pretty devastating, like rook ac1. If black plays rook c6, then there's b4. And what else does black do? If rook hd8, we just take the knight, we defend our own knight, then we play b4. So this is looking very simple. And then we just take the knight. Okay, that was surprisingly easy. Hello to Molly Yor, and hello to Shark Amde. Difficult names to pronounce. We are going to move on to one more problem. 2 minutes until the tournament starts. This position, okay, what's going on? Material-wise, white has a rook and 3 pawns for bishop and knight. But black has some very scary-looking attack. All of the pieces could potentially contribute. The first move that comes to mind is queen take f2. And then after king take f2, do some discovered check. I don't know if it leads to anything. In the meantime, white has some threat. Okay, what to do? Queen take f2, king take f2. I mean, there's knight d5, but winning the queen doesn't help. Queen take f2, king take f2, knight e4, king e3. No more checks. Queen take f2, king take f2, knight g4. But then just like king g1. So I don't think queen take f2 is a move. So probably makes sense to search for other candidate moves. There is a fork in this position, knight to d5, which could be actually very simple. We allow rook take g7, and then king h8. It's important that the queen defends this pawn. And it's also important to note, when we play knight d5, we're attacking... There goes my arrows. What just happened? Knight d5 attacks the rook, the queen, and the f2 pawn. So the most important threat is a mate in 2 threat with queen take f2. Oh, the tournament's starting. Let's just hope this works. We take the rook. Okay, awesome. I'm going to join the tournament. Did I already join the tournament? Oh no, I missed the start of the tournament. So I'll play some random player. Had to do that one quickly. But okay, tournament starting. Some questions from Tushark Amde. Oh, Aniket. Okay, I'll try and remember that. Oh, and we're playing a good player. A Lee Chess Master and a patron. I'm going to play some normal openings. I usually play the Budapest Gambit in Blitz, but here I'll just play solidly. I'll play bishop e7. And then go for castle. So very standard Queen's Gambit declined. And we're entering a Carlsbad structure. And Carlsbad structure is defined when black is missing an e-pawn and white is missing a c-pawn. Oh, this guy's also streaming. Cool. So maybe you guys can you can use multi-Twitch to watch both streams at once. I'm just still in theory. This plan with knight f8, knight g6 is very typical. I think bishop take f6 is a move, but it shouldn't be too challenging. But b4, he wants to minority attack. I could play a6. Sometimes it's a bit uncomfortable. Let's play a6. He's going to play a4. So the attack comes very quickly. I have bishop g4 here. Maybe I'll start with that to make him think what to do about this knight. If he plays knight e2, it seems like black should attack on the king side. Oh, his stream is in Russian. That's funny. Okay. That might be hard for non-Russian speakers to watch. Okay, he plays knight d2. That was expected. And now I would like to do something. Maybe play bishop e7, bishop d6. And then like queen h4. He'll play b5. And maybe I just ignore it. I accept the bad pawn structure. And I go for piece activity. Like b5, bishop d6. He could trade on c6. It will take a while before he can like fully exploit the weaknesses. And in the meantime, I just want to attack. Maybe knight g6 first. Maybe somewhat risky play. In a long game, I would feel a bit uncomfortable here as black, because white has a very clear positional plan. But in a blitz game, this is probably more fun to play for black with the kingside attack. This dude is very good at bullet. Okay, good to keep in mind. He wants to trade off light squared bishops, which I don't think I have a choice. Unless I play bishop h5, but that runs into knight g3. So, I guess queen g5. We force the trade, and I'll have knight h4 coming. And he might play some knight g3 move. I might go for this plan, like just start being exuberant with my h-pawn. I definitely don't want to trade queens. Let's play queen g5. Knight f4 is in the air. Knight f4 probably e take f4. So not quite. h5, queen take h5. Doesn't quite work. So what to do here? Queen f6. It's queen h4. Queen h4 is tricky. H4, maybe idea of knight f4. Could also just play rook e7, but then queen h5. We trade. Don't quite like that. There's queen f6. Wait, queen h4. There's some tricks associated with this. Like, he can't play knight f5 because the knight's pinned to the h2 pawn. He can't play queen h5 because bishop takes g3. I think I might have some threat of just pushing the f pawn. It's going to be hard to keep up with the chats, but hello to the original Ice. Good to see you. Hello, Mikos. Suggesting rook e6. I didn't play rook e6 because queen h5. He plays queen f3. Now rook e6 looks like a decent idea because rook f6 ideas. Yeah, I want to target the queen. Doubling up rooks on the e-file might also be a fine option. And he really wants to play knight f5, but the knight's just pinned, so maybe he would play h3. Let's play rook f6. I'm going to try and manage my time. I have a lot of attackers, but it's hard to break through. Like, his defenses are solid. I'm expecting queen e2 here. And queen e2 maybe rook e8. Queen d1, okay. Can I take on f2? Maybe unsound. Yeah, 2 unsound. Let's play this move. Try and keep building up pressure. He might win some pawns on the queen side. But if I can break through on the king side, it won't matter. Rook b6 may be coming. I really want to take on f2. Rook take f2. King take f2, queen take h2. He plays like knight f1 and hits the queen, queen h4. Oh, that's probably not enough. So what to do? Like knight f8, rook h6. Some idea. I have to move quickly too. Take, knight f1. Okay, I'm gonna play. I don't want to play knight d7, but I'm doing it because rook h6 looks somewhat strong. I'm holding c6 for the time being, but it's going to come down to some kind of time scramble. And hello to Axe Villager. Ben Feingold was praising my streaming and computer skills. Oh, that's so nice. Was it today's stream? Because I was watching like about 20-30 minutes ago. But I don't think I was watching early enough. I'll have to go back and find the clip of that. Or if you could find the clip of that, that would be nice. I'm glad he's thinking here. He plays f4. Can I just do this? He's going to play knight f1. I play knight f5. I have some initiative. Maybe g3 coming. Ooh, but g3, knight take g3 maybe. Stuff is happening. Whoa! He's just ignoring everything. But what's my threat? Bishop somewhere? Wait. Knight take e3, right? But then he has queen e2 with a pin, then bishop take f4. I don't know what's going on, and there's no time to think. Ugh, it's uncomfortable. I take f4, queen e2. Then maybe like rook e6. I really don't know what's going on. There's also bishop take f4 in the air. So maybe queen e2, bishop take f4, we trade rooks. There's some annoying pin. Knight take d5 possibilities. This is getting really crazy, but I just have to use intuition. Plays queen e1, which is a very good move, probably. There's some fork possibilities in the end. That's a very good move. Oh my god. Oh, I can take the pawn. Okay, I didn't see that move. I should have played that quicker. Time is looking worse. He has knight take d5 here, but then we can trade. Oh, there's some trick where I take on h2 and then take. No, I take on h2 in the end, I think. Oh, that he takes with that, but I still take on h2. Okay, it's a time scramble. Oh no, he forks on f6. No! This is bad. Don't take h6. Please don't. He did it. Okay, I'm down to rook. It's not what I wanted, and I'm down on time. This is really sad. This is really sad. But I'm going to try and fight. Fighting, but not really. Oh, this is so painful. Any stalemate tricks? Not really. You should never resign with a rook, because sometimes you get crazy rook. But not in this case. Okay, good game. That was really unfortunate. Things got crazy, I got low on time. I thought I had a tactic, but I missed king take f1. For some reason I only looked at rook take f1, then bishop take h2. I would win this rook. Bishop take h2 there was a terrible move. But maybe black's just worse here because a6 is weak. And I'm already, it looks like I'm losing a pawn. Maybe I have to play a5. Tough game, not a great start. Tied for last place. Okay, we're gonna try and rebound. It's gonna be a lot of blitz today. Playing a slightly weaker player. Another queen's pawn opening. Maybe another queen's gambit declines. g3, okay. At Catalan. We'll take on c4. And then bishop b4 check. And then c5. They call this the Ray Robson variation. This used to be like unknown, or like incredibly rare, and then Ray Robson started playing it. It became a lot more popular. And it's one of these lines that like not too many white players will study. Though I will admit, I've never seen bishop f4 in this position. Doesn't look that impressive. My black's up a pawn here. We could trade. I have a knight d5 move. I'm going to play knight d5 right away because I'm curious about this bishop. Oh, thanks for the cheer, Donks. I appreciate that. You spelled Ray Robson wrong. It's Ray Robson. Very famous US player. Also one of my good friends from college. We're going to take the bishop. And then black is still up a pawn. Oh, thanks Main Sequence for hosting with 3 viewers. Man, so much pressure now. Do I take? I could take. Still up a pawn. Oh, hello to Axe Villager. I may have said that already. Showed my dad the game we played. Oh, well, that's nice. I look like a genuine and nice person. It's probably just the webcam. Like, the nicer the webcam, the nicer I appear. Okay, he plays knight d4, or knight take d4. So there's some issue developing the queen side for black. So maybe there's some compensation for white. I could play a5 and then rook a6. Or queen h4. Queen h4 just looks like a fun move. There's some ideas like some knight maneuver with mate on h7. There's also some ideas a5, a4, rook a5, and then rook h5. These ideas take a long time, but at least they're long-term plans. Of course he attacks my queen. Let's play queen f6. Attack his pawn. He might play knight e5. But now rook d8 will come with tempo. And then maybe knight d7. Oh, he just wants to win the pawn back. And if I play a move like b5, he has knight g5 with a double attack on h7 and h8. Or h7 and a8. So I don't know if I can defend that pawn. But I'm probably okay losing it. Oh, I just play knight c6. Because the queen's also defending b2. Oh, but he still wants to win it. Wait, so b5, knight g5. That's good for white. I could take the knight. Then he takes back with knight. And then I play knight a5. Let's try that. Being a little bit greedy here. Oh, maybe I play e5 actually. Looks like a nice center break. Because when the center opens up, now my bishop is happier. Can develop normally. And his king side is a bit weak. Without a g-pawn. Knight f3, possibly in the future. I was about to say possibly. Potential and possibly combined. I also have ideas now of reverting back to my original checkmating idea on h2. So he has to be a little bit careful. And my bishop is now, like, can come in and do stuff. Like, it's usually a dream for black in this opening to trade off this bishop for this bishop. Because, like, when white loses his bishop, like, so many weaknesses happen. But he takes, so bishop f5 maybe, but then queen c3. I don't want to trade. Let's do this. Next move, hopefully, is queen h4. Oh, thanks for the cheer. Wait, was that a cheer? Cheer 1, elastic hold. I'm not doing viewer challenges or accepting viewer challenges because I'm playing in the yearly Blitz arena. And this is pretty rare. It only happens once a year. h3, that's annoying. Bishop f5 maybe? Bishop f5. Then queen c3. I don't want to trade. This is looking like a really ugly move, but I'm going to extreme measures not to trade because his king side is weak. Bishop f5. I do have to manage my time better. Let's start with queen g5. Hitting h3, or pinning the bishop. So threatening bishop take h3. I'm expecting king h2. Or that. It's an annoying move. So knight f5, he plays e4. Maybe I'm trying to be just too ambitious. Yeah, his pieces are just better than mine. Knight h6 was probably not a good move. Maybe I should have traded knights earlier. Let's regroup. Complete development. Rook c8 coming. And there's some initiative here, actually. Like, he moves a rook, rook c8 happens, threatening b5. Knight f5 will be a tempo move. Sometimes in Blitz, you just want to look for tempo moves. If you can attack something and improve a piece, you just want to do it quickly. And now there's some issue for white, because this rook is tied down to the knight. I don't know if he wants to move to e4, but maybe it's the most likely move. Queen b4, then knight somewhere, d6. Okay, I'll play queen c7. Hit the knight. This rook is very awkward. I want to punish it somehow. Knight e5, now it's even more awkward. A2's hanging. I think I'll go for the queen trade. Because then if he takes, my rook gets active. He doesn't take. So maybe I go pawn grabbing. Take here. So I'm up a pawn. Now he might actually go for the kingside attack. That'll be interesting. Okay, let's move the queen back, hitting this and this. Another rule in Blitz, look for undefended pieces. Especially your opponent's undefended pieces. Because that's what leads to tactics. I think he has to play rook e4, yeah. Any tactics here? I think I'll trade a pair of rooks. I want to play knight d6, which would remove the rook from defending the knights. So I think he'll have to take. And then he's probably in a pickle. Also have to watch time. He plays that. Well, that hangs a rook. I don't think he saw my queen defending. And now I get to play my knight d6 move, winning more material. Queen is powerful from a5. Okay, GG. Well, that feels good to have at least one win. Ooh, let me use a emoticon, the GG emote. There we go. Only subscribers can use that. Only subscribers and me can use that. So we've moved up. I've moved up. 242nd place with one win. First place already has 16 points, berserking every game. Maybe I should berserk a few games if I want to play higher rated players. That would also risk losing a lot of games. I'm not... Oh, this is the same guy I played. Let's get revenge. I was black against him earlier, so now I'm white. Let's play a London. This is my bread and butter opening. Always happy to see this, especially the setup. I like to play c4. It's kind of a London hybrid Queen's Indian, whatever you call it. Knight c3 happens. I actually forget what to do here. Maybe Queen c2. I think the idea is to just like play aggressive, like Bishop d3 and castle queenside. Ooh, he plays c5. So the principled move is d5, but I don't know if it works. So d5, take, knight take, queen e4. Looks like it works. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it, because queen e4 happens, and then if he takes with bishop, I still have queen e4 in the end. So this sort of, this tactic I think allows white not to lose a pawn. Unless he wants to take with bishop and then play knight c7, and then trap my queen. Okay, queen e4. He could take my bishop, or the knight. I mean, I think white's winning material, unless I'm missing something terrible. Because whenever he takes the bishop or the knight, I take on b7, and I'm attacking the rook, and his knight is still hanging. So I think he just blundered. But maybe it's crazy enough where there's some hidden resource. I don't know. If he plays knight c7 here, then I take the bishop for free. Okay. Yeah, it's a good sign he's thinking. How are you in 246th place and playing at 2300? That's a Lee chess algorithm. I think their algorithm tries to make it so if there's a player around your level and around your place, you'll play them, because they just try and find like fair matchups. Oh, did you do your 1,000 followers stream? No, I need to like plan it ahead, and I didn't see f5. I guess that's a hidden resource I was missing. But I have queen c4. Okay, this is about to get really crazy. Queen c4. Guess he could play b5. And this can't be good for black. Because he has no way to defend the knight, and the knight's pinned. b5 is the only move. Now I think I have a pleasant choice between queen b3 and queen take b5. If queen b3, he'll probably play c4. Then I take on c4 with bishop. Take. I take on b7 actually in the end. That looks nice. But then there's queen a5 stuff. Oh, there's queen a5 happening in a lot of these lines, like queen b3, queen a5. So I should take here. That should be... Actually, don't know if I'm winning anything. But at the very least, I'll have like a good positional game. Eric Rosen is Dexent. Decent, maybe? The X is next to the C on the keyboard. For you, Eric. Well, thanks for the clips. I will save these for later. Copy link address. Paste. Copy link address and paste. Cool. Maybe I'll tweet them. We'll see how good they are. Knight b6. I didn't see that move. But this is sort of what I was talking about with like a good positional game. It's equal material, but he's committed to f5. He wants to play d5 though next move. So maybe I play bishop c4, check. Oh, he still plays d5. Maybe rook d1? Or bishop c4, d5, rook d1. Oh, then knight takes c4. Wait, what's going on? Queen take b7. That looks fun. Like, this is one of the main points. When he takes here, I take here. I think. I'm threatening this and this. He could play knight c6, I guess. But I'm also threatening this. So many threats. So knight c6, queen b3, d5, rook d1. Then, oh, he doesn't have rook b8. That's nice. Oh, he has knight a5 though. Okay, it'll be interesting. Like knight a5. You don't have to say knight 6 a5 because the c4 knight is pinned. So knight a5. Oh no, I'm getting a call. I'm going to call them back later. I'm just very popular, so apologize for that. Okay, queen c2, I'm gonna castle. His pawns are weird. Like the fact that there's pawns on c5 and f5, they give me some nice central weaknesses to massage, as Yasser Seirawan would say. And yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He plays g5. He's trying to justify like all these plans of like f5. And so it has some value. I think I have to play bishop g3. Oh, he wants to play f4. Wait, what? f4 traps the bishop? Bishop e5, d6. Is he actually trapping the bishop? That would be pretty cruel and unusual. Bishop e5, d6. I guess I have rook d1 or b3. Okay, let's start with bishop e5. I don't know what's happening. d6, b3. Oh, then he takes with knight, so I have to play rook d1. He plays g4 first, which I forgot about. Probably a good move. Let's do b3, because it's the only move I see. I mean, if he takes and like I take and then the g file opens, it should be amazing for white. It better be amazing for white. Okay, let's take... Do I take... Yeah, I take here. And then... The bishop's attacked. I have to move it. I'll play bishop f4. I unfollowed your channel a couple of times because your streams were not too good for me. But refollowed again because I can't help it. You are the best. I don't even know what that means. Does that mean that I've improved? Or I was just always the best? And you couldn't resist? I don't know. I also don't know what's happening in this position. Queen a5 is coming. I probably have to move my king. I could castle. Whoa, my knight would be pinned in 2 directions. What's going on? If I take on... Oh, I'm low on time too. Let's not let this happen again. Let's play rook c1 first. Unpinning. Thank you, KC8989, for following. But I'm going to ignore the chat and the follows for the next, or the remainder of this game. I can take with check. Probably king f1. And white should be somewhat safe here. Maybe knight d5 coming. If he lets me play knight d5, that'll be a nice move. Okay, he doesn't. But now bishop e5 will come. And if he plays d5, I take on c4. This is completely winning. Yeah, because bishop e5 will end in mate. Okay, that was nice. That actually resembled the first game we played, where it was a crazy position, unclear what was going on, and white came out on top somehow. The tactics just worked in the end. Is there a way to subscribe through the Twitch iPhone app? Probably, but it might be like an icon button. It won't say subscribe, but it will have like some icon. Let's berserk this game. And we are going to play e4 because he's under 1600. And let's play some Scotch Gambit. I like to decide my openings based on the ratings of my opponents, especially for Blitz. d6, usually a passive move, but I guess it's playable. If he takes on f3, I would have to take back with pawn. But then I'm happy, because I would have 2 bishops. I would have some g-file action. In the meantime, I'm probably going to do something like this or this. Bishop c4. Or bishop b5. I don't know. It's so indecisive. Let's play bishop b5. It's a pin. Maybe threatening d5. a6. Wait, a6 I can't play d5. Let's imagine bishop e7, d5, a6, take, take, take. Chess is complicated. Maybe h3 at some point. Like provoke him to give me 2 bishops. A6 there. Do I take? Take, 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 take. I guess I take. And take there. I gave him 2 bishops, but I should either win a pawn or get a good position. Like if he takes on e5, I trade queens and then win a pawn. So probably bishop take f3 is best move. But then it's just a better position for white, because rook d1 will come with tempo. And it's actually very awkward. Like the queen... I didn't see bishop d6. Maybe it's not too awkward. But positionally it should be good for white. I'll just castle. I'm going to play against these weak pawns on the queen side. Maybe start with b3, and like knight a4, c4. Because the c5 square is nice for something. Ideally a pawn. Oh, your streams were good as always, but you streamed mostly when it was 3 a.m. Yeah, I've changed up the timing for my my schedule. I did have a survey at some point. I think the survey is still accessible on my my Twitch panels if you click on feedback, and you can find the Google form. And I asked people when they would prefer that I stream, and one of the answers was all the time, and that had the most votes, which wasn't really that helpful. What do I do here? Maybe rook d3. There could be a massive trade on c5. but I'm trying to just improve the pieces. Actually, now he can't put a piece on c5 because there's a pin, or there would be a pin on the d file. Maybe I'll play... Oh, I wanted to play pawn c4 next. Take. Then maybe triple up. Let's do it. I'm fixing his pawn structure, but I want to create this this Alekhine's gun on the d file. I don't know how strong it's going to be though. Let's just put the rook on d5 first, hitting a6, which he didn't see. That's nice. And maybe I'm threatening bishop takes c5 because there's a pin this way and a pin this way. That's also nice. First place, I can't see the points because my screen is too small. And if I expand the window, then it'll mess up the framing for the stream. So all I know is that I'm not in the top 13 places. Oh, I'm in 196th place. Okay. So hopefully after this game I'll move up. Can I take? I think I can take that. The quickest way to win. Ooh. I can take that. It's a continual queen sacrifice. And rook d8 coming next. Wherever the queen goes. Okay, unless it went to d7 or d6. Okay, back to tournament. Ooh, 90th place. 91st place. Top 100. How can you see tactics so fast? I've put in a lot of time to studying chess. I've put in probably over 15,000 hours between playing and studying over the years. So you need experience to be able to see things quickly. I keep moving down places. Let's start the next game sooner rather than later, if possible. First place, 28 points. Man, catching up to do. Let's berserk. I'm not going to finish this whole tournament, but I at least want to someday break into the top 10. We'll play another London. We'll play the Barry attack. I only recently learned that this had a name, the Barry attack. I have no idea who Barry is, but I like the opening. It's pretty aggressive. Going for the opposite side castling position, and also going for maybe some future h4 ideas. He plays a6, he wants to play b5. Actually don't know what to do here. Do I play e5? I could also play bishop h6. Let's do that. Because if we trade, he won't be able to castle. And if he castles right away, I'll get some early initiative. So now e5, e5, knight g4, queen f4. Let's do it. If he takes and I take back, the d file opens. Stuff is happening. One guy beat I am William Paschal with this attack. Cool. That's a strong attack if black's not prepared. So now do I want to play queen f4 or queen g7? Queen g7, rook f8, castle queenside. That looks amazing. Oh, but then knight take f2. So maybe rook d1 here? Wait. What's going on? Thank you. Ooh, thank you, Downward Something Heavenward, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Let's play rook d1. I wanted to castle queenside, but in this case I'm holding on to f2, and I'm creating the pin, so he can't take on e5. Well, e5's defended anyway, but now he especially can't take on e5. What is that name? Downward is heavenward. Confused. Okay. And thank you, Kev PCV, for following. Did you top at 1K subscribers? 1K subscribers, no. I've topped 1,000 followers. 1K subscribers, I think, is a bit more difficult, but slowly but surely. So 94, queen a5 check, c3, queen take a2. I have to move quicker. Let's play h3. No, I wanted to play h3. h3 would trap the knight. h4 is just a random dumb move. That's really unfortunate. And now he's threatening mate. It should still be okay. Let's do this. So many noises going off at once. Remind me tomorrow. Okay. h3 would have just been like game over. That's annoying. Okay, it's still good for white. Not the end of the world. I've done worse mouse slips. That was more of a trackpad slip. I just got so excited. I guess I extended my finger too far. Anyway, can't undo the past. Plays that move. I just want to check the king now. Wait a minute, that's actually a good move. Or is it? I want to sack everything. But maybe I just take and play rook d2. I have to play quickly. Forgot I berserked. I just want to move my pawn backwards. So unfortunate. Now I'm looking for mating attacks. Oh, maybe I use my h-pawn. I'm so focused on moving my pawn backwards, I could move it forward. I don't know if it does anything, but let's do it. Thank you for the follow. Something CNPV. I already forget the name. And thank you, Weber Tons RS. I forgot he could castle queenside. Let's take. So many distractions. Not going to pick up the phone. Let's do queen h7. My queen is no longer useful on g7. I want to bring it back someday. Let's play queen here. This is a bad position, actually. Because his king's safe and my king isn't safe. I have 23 seconds left. I could still castle though, right? Bishop e2. I think that's legal. Oh, e5's hanging. Oh man, this is bad. But okay. His rating is low. He's thinking, I might have to sack a piece at some point just to save my king. Also threatening this. Let's castle. We both castled pretty late in the game. Maybe I'm not losing a piece. Or maybe I am. I don't know. e7's attacked. Okay, we'll trade. So I'm down a pawn. Could be worse. e7's still attacked. I'm guessing we'll trade bishops, yeah, and then we're in some kind of time scramble. 19 seconds to a minute. That's a fork. But he just won a pawn. He could win another pawn a few different ways. I just want to take on c6 though. How does he defend? Okay, he doesn't defend. I'll keep checking and taking pawns. Maybe rook c1 check. Ooh, or no, let's keep taking pawns. Pre-move that. He's getting low enough on time where I can probably look to flag him. Oh, I had queen c6 there. I have this move. That's nice. Okay, should be an easy win from here. Yeah, I can breathe easy. I still regret mouse slipping there with h4. H3 was such a nice feel-good move. Okay, but good game. That was a fight. Another Berserk in the bag. On a streak. 2 Berserks in a row. And I'm in the top 50. That's cool. 14 points. First place has 40 points. What? Probably another Russian guy. Shamat. Okay. Slowly but surely. New game. We'll Berserk again. Anyone below 2,000 I'll Berserk against. And let's go for some Sicilian. Maybe I'll go for a dragon this game. Dragon would be nice. We'll accelerate it if he lets me. Oh, never mind. No dragon. Yeah, bishop e5 is popular these days. With this line, I like to put the knight in e7 and then play a6. And maybe get the bishop pair. But he's doing weird stuff. Oh, oops, I should have played knight d4. I completely forgot. Forgot my prep. Well, now it's too late. We'll play a6 here. We'll trade a lot. Actually, that knight d4 line would have been fun. Okay, we'll trade more. We'll take with b pawn if he takes. He doesn't take. Okay, let's play queen c7. So now it actually resembles like some kind of open Sicilian Taimanov position. Oh, Crew64 in the chat. Hello, Crew64. I'm guessing that's Levy. Unless it's IT guy. Could be IT guy. What do I do? He's doing something. I want to do something. Let's play bishop d6. It's a strange move, but sometimes what happens is black does this and this and tries to get some kind of attack. What is he doing? Queen h5. Guess that's playable. Play bishop e5. Slightly strange position. This queen on h5 is actually kind of annoying because he's attacking stuff and defending stuff. If I play g6, he plays queen h6. Take. I'll just trade everything and then castle. We'll make it positional. Maybe that's not the best plan. I'm realizing he has a very strong and annoying move here, which hopefully he doesn't play. I was scared of e5 there. He might still want to play e5. But now at least I can do this and get counterplay. Actually, I don't know what b5 does. Okay, apparently he's scared of it. Let's play g6. It's an awkward position. Like, this bishop wants to develop, but it can't develop. This pawn can't move from d7. So I kind of just have to suffer. Queen d8. And I'm low on time. Again, I forgot I berserked. Have to keep reminding myself, or people in the chat have to remind me that I berserked. That's the issue. I might just sack this pawn because I want my bishop to be happy. Oh, he's going for knight e4 stuff. That's going to be very unpleasant. Very unpleasant. Maybe I go for f5. Sacking a pawn, or allowing knight f6, whatever he wants. If he plays knight f6, I probably take it. This is a bad position. But at least things are sort of defended. To use my king for defense. King f7, then maybe d5. And if I get d5 and we trade queens, it's actually not that bad for black. Oh, I didn't see that. That was a good move. Shoot. I'm just losing a queen. And I have 37 seconds. 36 seconds left. Maybe he'll hang back rank mate. Maybe not. Maybe. Just please play. Oh, even queen take b5 wins for him. Well, that's sad. Check. They do call me the god of counterplay, but I don't think that's going to help in this position. He's defending f2. Okay. I'm going to go for some Von Storm. And win f2. Okay. There's actually some counterplay now. I have a passed e-pawn. I have a pawn chain. Like, it could be worse. I keep trying to play fast. I'm happy with the draw. Do you want to draw? Draw. Actually, no. Maybe I'll try and win. This is looking scary for white. Oh no, I allowed queen c3, but he didn't see it. That's good. Okay. What is going on here? f3 maybe? I'm threatening mate in 1. Please don't see it. Oh, he didn't see it. Oh, that was so nice. God of counterplay. Redeemed. That was so pleasant. Yeah, g5, such a sneaky move. Such a weird mating idea. Oh man, I want to like make a large print and frame this on my wall. Rook g2 mate. Okay, back to tournament. I continue the streak. I didn't deserve to win that. I mean, he didn't deserve to win that as well, like based on how he played up a queen. But okay, 20th place. Wait, is Crew 64 playing? Is a big question. Oh, he's working. Doesn't working involve like teaching kids? Or maybe he's just like teaching kids by showing them my stream. Do I want to berserk against this guy? What's his rating? Probably not. He's provisional in Blitz. Hello, Schmelder. I like your name. Hello, Chernobyl PP. Okay. It's a London. Let's play c5. I have a new idea in the London, which I'm going to try in this game. Except he doesn't let me do it. The idea is after he plays e3, but this is just a different line. I'll play e6, try and play normally. And at least this game, I have more time. It's a double silent P? What? Okay, so Chernobyl. Okay. I have trouble pronouncing stuff sometimes. Okay, we'll do this. I already like black's position. I have center. If he takes on d5, I take back with pawn. If he doesn't take on d5, I might get an IQP. Maybe I'd try and like be aggressive. Let's play queen here. Queen a5 is actually a nice move because it prepares knight e4 and rook d8 and bishop b4. And if I can annoy him enough before he castles, that would be nice. a3 is probably a good move. But knight e4, b4, bishop take b4, pawn take b4, queen take b4. I like what I see. So he probably has to play rook c1. There's pressure. Maybe rook c1, knight c6. And b4 is met with knight take b4. This is my bread and butter. I think I've said bread and butter too many times when a London system occurs. I didn't say it this game though. Only when I play it as white. Queen c1, that's a weird move. I think I'll play knight c6. Wait, knight c6, b4. What's going on there? Take, take. It's risky. Take. I would have to take with queen. Oh, then he can't defend the knight. Okay. Yeah, so the line is b4, knight take b4, pawn take b4, queen take b4. And there's no... Oh, he has bishop e5. But... Okay, he was scared. Now I can take. If he takes with queen, I have a nice move. If he takes with pawn, I have good pawn structure. Okay, he takes with pawn. Good pawn structure. My bishop still needs to be improved. Maybe I play rook e8, going for e5. Oh, Karyakin losing to Aronian. What game was that? Oh, that was a really cool opening, like d takes c4 line. I was surprised Aronian got an advantage so quickly. But he was clearly well prepared. What about the other games? Wesley I know already drew. Any other game that was interesting? Dinglaran and Grishuk. Oh yeah, the Dinglaran Grishuk game looked really interesting. Some really old sacrifice line. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, there's a lot of people watching for like a major event going on right now. I appreciate all the viewers and people engaged with this stream. Queen b1. Wow, that's a fork. It's a nice move. Bravo. What do I do? Thank you, dcove321 for the follow. He does leave c3 hanging, so maybe I just take it. Take. And there's rook c1. What is this? I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I just play h6. And if he takes on b7, I take on c3. It's a bit messy. But if we make this trade, then I attack his bishop. So I keep some initiative. And then I also attack the knights. I guess he has rook c1 here. We trade more. I take on d4 in the end. I guess it's important my bishop defends this rook, so there's no losing a piece at the very end. You could also take the knight, but then I take the bishop. Thank you, Jensen Lynch, for the follow. And he's thinking, which is good. So, I mean, it's a complex position. Hopefully he just continues to think for the next 2 minutes. That would be nice. I'm not sure what to calculate here. Like, rook c1, let's say like rook ac1. Queen take d3, rook takes c5, knight take d4. I mean, that wins a pawn for black, I think. Wait, pawn take d4, queen take d4, rook take d5. Oh, but then his bishop's hanging on f4. Deep calculations. Kramnik is +1 against Fabiano? What game was that? It was some E4 game? Oh no, it was that like boring, really boring Petrov game. How is he +1? Man. I thought that was just going to be a draw. Like, it looked really symmetrical. Maybe I should have thought about this line a bit more, but like I didn't see anything here for white. Like, I think black is winning at least a pawn. Oh, if he takes on c8, I have intermediate 92 check. So now, yeah, I take on d4, hitting this and this. I think he has to take on c8. I could consider taking back with bishop, but then he has queen c6 hitting the rook. So I'll take here. Up a pawn. I'll consolidate like very soon with bishop e6 if he lets me. I have a funny idea. Play queen here. If he takes on a7 with the bishop, it's mate in 2 actually. He'll probably take with the queen, but then they have d4. It's an interesting position. We'll see what happens. He's low on time though, so yeah, whatever happens should be good for me due to time. I really want to make the bishop move somehow, but how do I do that? Maybe rook c4 first, preparing d4. Otherwise he would like play queen d4 and then set up some blockade. Let's do this. Oh, d4, queen take h5, so sneaky. Play rook c2. Active rook. It's a weird position. I'm gonna play rook a2. I'm playing rook a2 because I'm expecting queen d4. And if he plays queen d4, oh, queen take f1 doesn't work still. But queen take f1 works now. Or no, he has queen e1. That's annoying. I'm trying too hard to make like this dumb tactic work, when in reality I just have to play fast. Put the king on h7. And move fast. Take the pawn. Okay, up a pawn now. Everything's defended. That's annoying. Let's do this. Cocoon. And this. Maybe f6. And rook c8. Push the pawn. Okay, good game. Not sure what happened in that game. I think it was just a comfortable win for the most part. Another player, another provisional player. What's his actual rating? Let's berserk. I'll play quickly. And I'll constantly remind myself that I've berserked. We'll play a Spanish. He's playing quickly and confidently. Let's play d4. Kind of a pet line. It's another one of these like anti-martial positions, which I think it's lesser known. Dr. Shackleton, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I think d4 is like maybe the 4th most popular move or 5th most popular move. More common is c3, h3, a4, and d3. With this line, I'm trying to remember, it's either e5 or bishop take f7. Wait, Bishop take f7. Why can't I remember anything? I'm forgetting. Bishop. I know bishop take f7 was an idea, but how does it work? Take, knight g5. Okay, I'll play e5. I just have to review this and then take there. Oh, does he have c5? But then I have queen e4 at least. So I'm not losing. And I was thinking too long, but now I'll move quicker. I like my pawn on e5. Of course he wants to trade it. Maybe I can play e6. We both want to like redevelop our pieces. I just have to develop my queen side. He wants to get this knight and bishop to better squares. I like this move e6 though, because if he takes, my bishop becomes strong. If he doesn't take, I mean, I'll take on f7. I guess he could play f6, but f6 makes the knight and bishop very bad. So he'll probably take, or not. I can take here though. And this is just winning material. Now I promote, right? I mean, he can take either queen, but now I still have a queen to play with. I'll be up a piece. So he's going for counterplay now. But yeah, things are under control. And I also have some attack. Like we're both trying to get an attack on the king side now. Yeah, he goes for queen f7, consolidate. The problem for him is I have an extra knight. My knight will come in very quickly. And it's easier to attack when you have more pieces. And I'm not dangerously low on time yet, so that's also helpful. Maybe queen h3 someday. Queen h3. Why not? Trying to provoke some sort of weakness. Like if he plays h6, I have queen f5. So he'll probably play, ooh, I was gonna say he would probably play g6. Queen f5, queen g8. Okay, let's be slightly more subtle. I'm just threatening this. Or this. We'll just trade. Trade and play quickly. And go for more simplifications. He could win a pawn back if he wants. Bishop take h2 tactics. Yeah, just have to play quickly. Oh, more notifications. Wow, so many streamers. Got a YouTube notification for someone live streaming. Let's do this. I want to play bishop d4, but that runs into bishop take h2. So I probably have to start with some move like g3. d4 is harmless. It's interesting. Maybe I can do this. Take. Just lots of trades. Pretty sure I can pre-move rook take e6. Whoa. Complications, what's going on? Take there first, okay. What is going on? I think we're just trading a lot. I'm still keeping the extra piece. If he moves his bishop, I'll play f4. Or bishop c3. Probably f4. So we'll go into this. Seems like he's a fast player. Let's do this first. And I'll try and mate him with the rook and knight. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oops. That was a bad move. Pointless move, I should say. If he plays a2, I have knight c2. That's nice. Eight seconds should be enough, hopefully. Uh-oh, that's scary. That pawn is very scary. But my pawn is scarier. Three seconds, gosh. This is bad. This is really bad. Am I gonna flag? No, I flagged. No. Oh man, I didn't move fast enough. Got too comfortable. Hello, El Ignorante. I was being ignorante with my time that game. That's so sad. Ouch. What to do? I was 19th in the tournament. Hello, XI Sparks. Thanks for watching. Going back to the tournament. Ah, oh, that's really sad. Lost my streak. And I berserked that game. He wasn't a cheater. He was just good at playing fast, but his quality of play wasn't that impressive. We'll berserk this guy if he's berserking me. We'll play a London. D6, knight c3. Go into a perk. H5. That's exuberant. What is H5? If he plays H5, then casting kingside is a bit more difficult. We'll go into some Benoni. Maybe E5. I think E5 makes sense when the king is still in the center. Maybe D6 coming. This could turn into a very positional game. Wait, if I take with rook, he has knight e8. Might have to take with bishop. Yeah. This just might be equal. I was hoping for more there. Bishop c7. I don't see anything that great here. A4 maybe? I'm gonna play A4. Not the ideal option, but it's something. Maybe G3 now? G3? Let's play bishop E2. Same idea. Okay, he wants to trade. Maybe I could throw in this. The counterattack. And his rook is awkward. Like rook A7 looks forced. Then I retreat. My bishops are somewhat happy. And it looks like, yeah, I get the D file. That's nice. And we trade more. Have to trade more. I have the bishop pair. Oh, but my pawn. Okay, someone just subscribed. I was feeling down, but now, okay. Get some extra motivation here. Thank you for whoever just subscribed. I'm gonna try and get counterplay. I'm losing a pawn, but there's tricks. If he takes a pawn, there's this move. That was a good move. Let's do this. Yeah, this is not ideal. This is where we'll see the actual power of the two bishops. I want to make an outside passer like h4, h5. That's the plan. He's playing well, like he's using his pieces effectively. Let's do this move. He may have given me back a pawn, or not. Never mind. I can take though. There's some tricks here. And king here. Please take on c3. Okay, he sees the trick. Let's do that. Probably c4 next. Maybe I can win that pawn. And c7 or b6 is weak. Maybe I'm winning 2 pawns or 3 pawns. Am I going to be up a pawn here? That would be nice. Now we get some opposite color bishop ending. I think this is like objectively winning actually. I just can't let him blockade. Like these types of positions you want to advance your pawns on the light squares. Uh-oh, this is difficult to win. He has a fortress. What do I do? Like how do I even make progress? I have to pre-move. Man, this is actually really annoying. Did I mess that up, or maybe it was just a draw objectively? Oh man. I don't know what I could have tried to prolong the game. That's so sad. Maybe I just shouldn't have allowed that endgame. But what else? Maybe bishop f1, better practical decision. Did I mess up somewhere here? Maybe this is just a draw. Or maybe do I have... Perhaps I have that move to try and trap the bishop. But then he plays king d6. Oh, but then here... endgames are tricky. If I played c6 check, he just takes. And he's happy to sack the bishop for 2 pawns. That's unfortunate. Why play Blitz when candidates are going on? Because this is yearly Blitz. It only happens once a year. I guess candidates only happen once a year too. But there's only 1 day of this. And like 14 days of candidates. So. Oh, yeah, how did Braden do? He won, so I'm on a 8-win streak. 8-game win streak, and 1636. Congratulations, Braden. Not bad. Okay, I guess I'll berserk again. And I'll go for aggression. I'm trying to break into the top 10 at least. We'll play a Danish Scotch Gambit. Let's take with knight. I think this is considered the Scotch Gambit. c6, slightly strange. Also strange, queen c7. What is he doing? I'm just going to castle. He's not developing anything. This has got to be somewhat good for white. I'm just going to keep developing. Just play normally. Okay, knight, bishop take f7 doesn't work. Does e5 work? e5, d5, e6. Do I want to go crazy? Wait. Okay, thanks for the follow, Salia. I'm just gonna play... No, I don't want to play h3. That might help him. What do I do here? Rook e1 maybe? It's a good, it's a good position, I think, for white. It's just a matter of proceeding the best way. Oh, e5. Okay, I'll play h3. Proceeding the best way and proceeding quickly. Okay, he's playing well to neutralize. I guess I'll take. Or queen e2. I'll take. And then I'll put my rook in the center. Rook d1, sure. Probably queen g3, stopping the bishop from developing. Applying some pressure to the e5 pawn as well. Thank you, Matik_PL. Appreciate the follow. He's playing very quickly. Let's do this. I'm trying to do something here. Maybe I'm threatening g3. Somehow trap the knight. Or force the knight to retreat. I don't know. Any other ideas? Bishop c5. It's a bold move. I take on f7, take. Bishop e7. Probably doesn't work. Try this. And then this. If he castles kingside, that would be nice. Okay. I'm going to bring the rook back. I have to move much quicker. He's playing well. He's held on to his pawn. Moved quickly enough. Playing some knight d5 stuff. Or knight take b5. Okay, this is nice now. Because I win back. I've won back the pawn. I win back another pawn. At a key point, he can't castle. Because knight on g6 would hang. Now rook c8's a threat. Expecting rook d8. Then I'll play rook ec1. Yeah, black's stuck here. That's a sacrifice. Maybe I check first. And then bishop a4. And then I can take. Okay, I still have to move quickly to win. I'll try and learn my lesson from last game. I'm going to try and keep the attack too. That's forced mate, right? Yeah, mate in two. Okay, good game. Was there a tactic with rook d7, queen take d7, bishop take f7, king take f7, queen take d7? Wait, what? Oh, I think I know what he's talking about. In this earlier position. The problem, like rook d7, queen take d7, bishop take f7, the queen could take on f7. So I don't think there was a time when that would be possible. But interesting idea. Okay, back to the tournament. I moved up. Okay, so 21st place. But first place has almost 50 points. That's rough. Okay, I'm gonna keep fighting. I think my internet is better than yesterday. Haven't had any problems so far, I think. Oh, I'm playing someone higher rated than me. Let's not berserk. We'll play some QGD. Maybe we'll go into a London. What do I play here? I actually don't know what to play in this position. C3, it's a weird move. I could play C5, I guess. He might take. Okay, he's going into a London. Wait. What's the line? C3. I think this is the line. It's just a matter of trying to remember how I transpose. Now I play queen b6. This is actually a nice equalizing line for black. There's a nice move here, knight h5, which I think is the best way to play. He just allows me to take. I'm good with that. It's playing very quickly. A lot of times in the structure, the queen actually goes back to d8 to facilitate some pawn push. He wants to play bishop c2, which I can't really prevent. So we'll push pawns. Yeah, I have to take. I didn't have to take, but I just want to push my pawns. Now there's some decision. Do I ignore? Do I take? Do I push? e5. Take, 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 take. Looks playable. Let's do it. Looks interesting. He does get the d4 square, but I was thinking that like this 3-on-4 majority on the queen side should be fun to play with. Queen d7 doesn't do anything. Let's play b4 first. Because yeah, when he puts his knight on d4, he can't easily attack d5. It's one of the key points. So now I can improve the queen. He's gonna double up, yeah. Maybe I'll just build up pressure somehow. Okay, he's building up pressure too. Put the rook on d8. People experimenting with Muvat. Do I play b3? What do I do here? Maybe h6. I just want to see what he does. It's kind of a waiting game. If he does that, then I would be very inclined to attack him somehow. Maybe queen c5 first. I want to double up. Or I want to control the e-file. Or maybe double up on e-file at some point. Okay, he moves the knight away from d4. Attacks a pawn. Let's do this. The problem is when he moves the knight away from d4, now there's pressure against his pawns. I might be ready to play something like rook e3. I don't think f4 is a great move. He clearly wants to attack me though. Can I play rook e4 here? Rook e4, if he takes with queen, I'm happy. If he plays g5, it gets messy. He wants to play g5, okay. So I could take and play rook e3, because c3 is weak. And g5, there's bishop takes c3. I think he's kind of over pushing here, or he has over pushed. And now he's suffering the consequences. Because he can't defend c3 actually. Never mind, he had this move. But now it should be good somehow. Maybe bishop take h4. That's a pawn. Rook g3 is a threat. Also just want to improve like rook e8, maybe queen e7. White's king is not very happy here. c3 is still weak too. Could also just consider moving back and playing positionally. I wonder if this guy's from Texas. Maybe it's possible. Oh, I don't have a commands command. Sorry about that. He plays g5. He's going all out. Let's take. I have like social media commands, so if you like type in, okay, let me focus first though. I'll share the commands later. If I take on f3 and then play rook e8, looks attractive. But maybe that's too much. Other candidate moves. Queen e7. Queen e7, take. Okay, queen e7 looks nice. If he takes, I have this. If he takes here, I just take back. I think things are under control. think there's also some simple threat of like this or this, which he stops. Maybe just rook e8 to improve the rook. So I think rook h1, it was a defensive move. So I don't think he had a threat. It's a weird position. The bishop's kind of stuck. Here, can I take the knight? Take. That looks good. Because if he takes with king, I think it's force mate. So he'll probably take on h4. Then I have queen e3. That looks crushing. Is Kramnik really beating Fabiano? That's crazy. That's really crazy. At some point, maybe I'll pause the tournament just to look at the candidates' games. But, okay, this position is exciting because white just is running out of defenses. Rook take h4, queen e3. So if king take f3, the calculation is queen e3. If he plays king g4, there's just queen g3 and queen take g5. So king g2, it's just queen g3 no matter what, actually. And then there's mate next move. So it was a simple mate in 3. Okay, that's nice. Did I berserk this game? I don't think I berserked. Or did I? No. 4.5 hours left of this tournament. Man. It's a long tournament. I'm already tired. Rook e1 mate. That was a nice game. That was actually a really instructive type of position. I want to go back and explain. I think maybe starting with this e5 move. There's actually a very famous game. I can't remember if it was Botvinnik or Capablanca. I think it was Botvinnik. And he had some like revolutionary idea where like he had some pawn structure with pawns on d5 and c5. And he intentionally played c4, and it looked like a very weakening move. But it resembles a structure where like this d pawn is a backwards pawn, and white has this very nice square for the knight on d4. And the argument from, I think it was Botvinnik, his argument was that, yeah, you give the knight square for the knight on d4, but when the knight lands on d4, white has no play because the knight just blocks stuff. And then when the knight moves away, it's not as effective. And d5 was always like easy to defend. And meanwhile, I built up some pressure on the queen side. I think the way white lost this game was just by over pushing on the king side. If he just waits, like plays a move, maybe h3, I wasn't sure what to do. Maybe I had to go for some... I would probably still play queen c5 and then maybe some eventual like rook a8, a4, a3 stuff. So it would have been interesting. Anyway, back to tournament. Yes, I remember that game. Oh, it was Capablanca. I should probably like find that game. Very instructive game. Let's see, Capablanca, c4. The final move was queen b2. It was like a nice tactic. Capablanca, queen b2. Oh yeah, okay. If you Google Capablanca, queen b2, it's the first result. Osip Bernstein. I'll share a link in the chat. Whoever wants to look at that game. It's a beautiful game. It's like a beautiful positional game, and then it ends with this amazing queen b2 move. Like, beautiful tactic. Okay, let's... Oh, another provisional player. This is actual ratings? Okay, we'll play e4. I'll avoid berserking. Another game with e5. Running out of openings. I guess I'll play Panziani. I've been avoiding Panziani recently, just because I've played it so much in the past. But it's a fun opening. Did I not share the link in the chat? Oh, I did share the link. I have short-term memory loss. Let's play d5. And then take here. Okay, we're following some main line. If he takes on d5, there's bishop take g6. Seems like he's somewhat booked here. Play c4. Try and get some natural development. Maybe queen e2. It's already scary, like knight g4 ideas for black. Queen e2 looks normal. Even bishop e3. Maybe h3 first. Actually don't know what to do here. I could play bishop g5. Bishop g5 looks like a safe move. Guess he has rook h5. Okay, I'll just complete development. If he plays rook h5, I'll think, and then probably like retreat somewhere. If he trades queens, I'm happy going into some positional game. I could also avoid the queen trade and play queen f3. But then bishop g4, queen g3. Oh, queen f3, queen e5. Bishop f4. I don't want to allow queen e5. So I'll play rook. Wait, rook e1 softens f2. Let's play rook ae1. Okay. More positional game. More trades happening. I'll go play h3. A subtle prophylactic move. If he takes on e2, I'll take back with knight. Maybe there's an argument white has a very small edge with more space. And there's plans of like a3, b4. I think what I'll do, I'll maneuver the bishop to c3, where it's just happier. And then it supports some b4 expansion. Someone beat Sam Copeland with Paziani today. Nice. He was confused. If you're confused after 3 moves, then you probably just don't know the Paziani. So he could move the rook to the e file, and the e file is the only open file, but there's no like penetration squares. Like all these squares are covered. So he moves back. Now I could play b4 right away. Let's do it. And I want to continue doing stuff. Like maybe rook. Yeah, rook c1. Future ideas of c5. Wait a minute. Can I play... I could trade everything. Oh, he's attacking f2. Ooh. Let's play bishop e1. Bishop e1 looks very passive, but it is like opening up c5 possibilities. And I think I'm threatening to win a piece with bishop to e4 and then c5. So black has to be careful. He doesn't usually want to play a move like a6 or c6, but he might have to. A move like c6 I'll probably take on e4 and then play c5. Does that just lose a piece? Take, c5. Maybe he'll get a few pawns. Wait, he takes with rook and attacks my knight. I forgot about that. But then I have knight g3. Okay, I'll go into this. Using intuition, I think this works. Because rook take e4, knight g3, with the double threat of knight take e4 and c5. If bishop take e4, just c5 right away. If he takes there, I have knight f4, attacking the bishop. There's some small complications though. Because my bishop on e1 could hang in the very end in some lines, and knight on e2 is undefended. Like here even, he could move the rook back, and c5 doesn't quite work, because my rook needs to defend the bishop too. So we're just trading. Ooh, wonder if Ben is watching. Just got an email from... never mind. Okay, rook d4. Wait, rook d4. I play c5? Oh, he wants to play rook d1 in the end. What? So I take? No, I take and then play c5. And it's trapping something, I think. This looks good. I had to take on f5 sooner rather than later because I wouldn't want to run into rook d1, king f1, bishop d3 check. Like in this line, okay, well in this line I'm just up a piece. Okay, let's be active. That was nice. That was a nice build-up. b4, c5. And he can't defend b7. Rook d1, king f1. Let's be tricky and play a3. Please take the pawn. Guess he could play like king g8 or king e8. So he really wants to win the pawn. So there's a rule in these types of endgames. You're not supposed to trade pawns. Like when you're up a piece. But wait a minute. Okay, I'm just going to see what he does after this. His one legal move, then I'm going to move back. I want to see if he repeats. So the rule is always repeat. If he takes on a3, I win a pawn by taking here and attacking this and this. Now I'll move back. I want to keep the a pawn because someday I might win all his queenside pawns. Let's do that. Use 2 pawns for the bishop, but the bishop should be a pretty powerful piece. Okay, we'll just liquidate, or not. Whoa. Let's do this. Thank you, AKL611, for the follow. So he's almost getting there, but it's not going to work. He's being somewhat resourceful. Let's play king f3. So he has rook c2, but then bishop d4, a2, rook a3. Should be okay. It's going to come down to time, of course. But his a-pawn's under control. The a-pawn's kind of hard to win, though. Or maybe not. Maybe I just do this and this. Thank you, BB. Wait, I can't even pronounce that name. I'm not going to try, but thank you for the follow. I can take that. Oh, but then f6. So tricky. Let's do this. I don't want to do that. What do I do here? Okay, I'll do that. And then g4. And activate the king. Yeah, running the king to the queen side to pick up the pawn. I can take that. You forgot about the bishop defending a1. Okay, good game. Top 20, 19th place. Back on a streak, I think. Dr. Hannibal, 13. Good luck. Ooh, another London. See what happens here. Okay, I'm gonna try this very new idea. I haven't really studied this too extensively, but knight d5, it's kind of a surprising move. And it's just a different way of playing the London. I don't know how good it is, but it seems playable. And it's just a matter of getting white off of his normal London like comfort zone. I'm pretty sure I could take on b2, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, knight a3. I was looking at this the other day. Or do I play queen b4 check and then... Oh, I'm already forgetting. I looked at this so recently too. Remember queen b4 check. This is not where I want to be. Like knight a3 is obviously a move I have to prepare for in this line. Did I play d6? Maybe just d6. d6 is a safe move. Okay, queen b4 check, c3, queen take b2, knight b5. But my knight on d5 defends c7. So it shouldn't be a huge issue. I just play a6 in those lines. It's like the weird thing about this position, like white's trying to do normal London ideas. The knight b5 move is very common to sack the b2 pawn. But in this line, because I defend c7, I don't think it works. The only reason I found out about knight d5 is I saw in the Pro Chess League match, Amon Hamilton played this against Lim Lei and just got crushed as black. But then I looked at the game, I looked at the like improvements from the black side, realized it's somewhat playable. I think it's great for Blitz. Oh, but if a6, he has rook b1. I don't want that. It could just be a draw, like, really quickly. I don't want to draw either. Knight a6. Wait, knight takes c3 is, like, probably the critical line. Knight takes c3. Knight c7. King d8. Probably losing too much material. But he has to move the queen somewhere. He plays queen c1, only move, queen b4, queen d2. And maybe d6, I sack the exchange. Or I just take the draw. Chess is so complicated. Take on d4 first, but rook b1's coming very quickly. Take on c3, knight c7, king d8, queen c1, queen b4, queen d2, d6. No, I'm going to be civilized. Take the draw. Assuming he wants the draw. Maybe there's some way for him to play for a win? We'll see what happens. For anyone confused, the draw is this repetition. So he's repeating once. Draw. Okay. Let's actually learn from that game. Oh, did I just pause? Oops. I want to go to profile. And then... Ooh. Oh, that's cool. It lights up when I'm live. Let's go to the game. I had some prep in this, I thought. Knight a3. I thought it was queen b4. I basically played that move from memory, but analysis board. So let's learn something. Because I'm sure, like, he's never seen this position before. He's just played knight a3 because it's like a typical idea, but does it actually work? Stockfish. Oh, knight takes c3. Ah, I forgot about that move. I should have considered that. I just thought queen take b2. And then queen d2. So if I want to like continue the game, I guess this is the line I have to go into. Queen d2, knight e4, take, knight b5. Seems all forcing, knight a6. I would play this. Seems like black's equalized. Bishop d3, we can take, right? Let's take. And d6. Looks very nice for black, actually. I mean, black's up a pawn, white has some compensation, but there's two bishops. Bishop d7 is coming. Seems relatively easy to play. g6 and bishop g7. Okay. That was interesting. Let's go back to the tournament. I'm in 20th place. I still haven't broken into the top 10. And I don't have a streak anymore. Do I want to berserk? I'll berserk. Take a risk. The more the more tournament points I get, the higher rated players I play. So. Oh, he lost. Oh, that's nice. I don't think I got the berserking points. Did I? No. But that was nice of him. Just too scared of me. Okay, 14th place. Probably one more win, and then I'll break into top 10, maybe. This game I don't want to berserk. Let's play a London. Couple Londons in a row. Bishop f4. See his prep. g6. We're going to transpose into a berry attack with knight c3. Or I can play h4 immediately. Play knight c3 first. Just sticking with my prep. If he castles, I play h5. If he plays h5 himself, I play knight f3. This line I thought was very fine for white. Because with the bishop on g4, like he's basically provoked to trade. Maybe I take with knight. Get the knight to the king side. Put the pawn on c3. It's very common in this line, like the knight on c3 isn't that useful, and it goes to e2. So white can play c3. I'll take with e pawn. Maybe f3. Play f3, I could play knight g3. Let's play knight g3 first. Thanks for the follow. Persian Banger, thanks. Do I do this? Or this? Or this? Could just keep moving back and forth. Okay, queen e2 probably. Visually it looks the most natural. So e-file's half open. I'm not sure, like, does white want to castle queenside or kingside? Probably kingside, because he just played rook c8. It feels strange with the pawn on h4, but okay, the king's safe. I might still try and get some kingside attack. Might be difficult. I have a lot of pieces on the king side, but it's hard to find some weaknesses. Just gonna play normal moves. Maybe bishop g5. I mean, g5 is kind of the one weak square in the in black's territory. He plays a5. Interesting. Do I play a4? Let's play a4. Positional move. Because it opens up some opportunity for queen b5. And then if we trade queens, the a file opens and I'm happy. So this might be the type of position I play on both sides of the board. I completely forgot there's another resource. There was another resource, knight take f7, but not anymore. Okay, rook c6. Still tempted to play queen b5. There's also queen f3, which might lose a pawn. Have to move quickly. I just want to play a normal, improving move. I'm gonna play f3. Actually, do I want to play f3? Restricts the knight. Looks a bit weakening. f3. Oh, I have a really funny idea. Okay, I'm gonna play f3. I was hesitant to play f3 because I want my knight on f3. But now I'm realizing I have this funny maneuver, knight h1, knight f2, knight d3. I have to be careful, maybe start with queen d2. Oh, there's this other pin too. I might have to play some preparatory moves. See how dangerous it gets. But I really want my knight on d3 here. And h1 is actually the quickest way to get there. And then when I go to f2, I stop the pin, so that's nice. Bishop h6. Queen c2, I guess? It looks like strange play. Yeah, I don't want to lose a piece. Let's do... Wait a minute. Knight f2. Take, take, take. Bishop e3 is scary in some situations. What am I doing here? I guess bishop g3. My king will be safe on h2. And there might be some trade on the e-file. It's a weird position, the knight on h1. Is about to be a good piece on d3. And he's thinking, which is good. And there's even some potential for like knight f2, knight h3, knight g5. But it's very common with this structure. Usually the best square for the knight is d3 because it complements the pawns like so well. But he's playing very thematically. Like he wants to open the center before I can get my pieces in play. But his pawn's pinned. I'm also attacked 3 times now because I broke the pin with the knight. So lots of tension. I can probably win a pawn. That looks like a free pawn. He has bishop e3 maybe. Oh, chess is complicated again. Take, take, take. Take with bishop, but then f6. Wait, what's going on? Take with pawn, bishop e3. Maybe just f4. Okay, I'll go for that. And bishop e3 looks annoying, but I don't think it should do too much. King h2 immediately he takes on e5. Okay, I'll play f4 first. I just want to play king h2 and consolidate. He's continually applying pressure. I play f5. f5 looks amazing. That looks devastating for black because everything's about to fall apart. Now I take here. Oh, he's sacking the exchange. I think I can take, and then king f1 probably. There's some counterplay, but I like white's chances because his king is also iffy. Probably next move is queen e2, hitting this and this. And I just don't see too many attacking resources for him. Oh, though he has one move. Whoa. He could have like liquidated into a king pawn ending. That would have been really interesting. He could have taken on an f2 twice and then played knight d3. But maybe he missed it. If he saw it, he should have gone for it. Do I take? Probably not. I have to move my knight. Or g3. g3 looks nice. Restrict his knight. Mainly preventing knight f4. Giving my king a square on g2. I'll be patient. Slowly but surely. Knight d3, well, still might happen. Or maybe not. Oh, knight d3 still. We can trade. What? Okay, we'll trade more. Okay, nice game. I just want to quickly look at that because he had a move which would have been maybe just drawing, I don't know. In this position, if he takes on f2, I guess I could take on e5 first, but maybe it's similar. Take, 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 knight d3. I thought this might happen. It's probably drawish, but all 3 results still possible. Does Stockfish have any thoughts? Oh, white's better. Why is white better? King e2, king f5. Oh, maybe some zugzwang. Like white has more tempi to waste with b3 and g3. So, oh, there's some zugzwang option where white will eventually play king f3 and g4. Yeah, this is actually winning for white. Because when g4 comes and these pawns get traded, this is an outside pass pawn. So he could play f5. But then I assume just we go after this pawn. King f6. Oh, it's just zugzwang again. Okay. Eventually there's infiltration. Okay, interesting. Let's go back to the tournaments. Not sure if I would have found all of that, but yeah, I had good chances to win. 14th place, 39 points. I'm catching up to the leader. And this guy on a very hot streak. I'm gonna berserk when I can. Just from now on, any player below 2100. We'll play a dragon. Why not? Fun opening. Especially the accelerated dragon. Wait a minute, bishop? He didn't play bishop b3. Is there some tactic here? Can I play queen b6? I forget the line. I only know one idea here. I'm just going to play the one idea I know. What does berserk do? Maybe someone in the chat can answer that. To meta 111-ick, also known as metallic. D5. Wait. He's confusing me with his strange move order. E6 maybe? I'm gonna still play E6. That's the idea of rook E8, is when I play D5. The bishop on E3 is a bit softened. So, like if the center opens up, my rook is happy. But I actually don't know how good this is. This could maybe be bad in this line. I don't know. I have to move quicker. Have to move much quicker. But what do I do? Maybe knight e5? Knight a5 looks nice. Just want to get the bishop here. Bishop e6. Okay, it's a playable position. Not yet below a minute, which is nice. Rook c8 coming. And maybe some von Storm. Like, I'll consider some a5, b5 type moves. Maybe a5 first. a5. Whoa. Did I hang a pawn? Take. So many lines to consider. I have to take, I think. Maybe he just won a pawn. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get compensation. Because now if he wants to win the pawn, he has to take on... Oh, he takes on f6, I take on b3. And that's trouble for him. I was about to pre-move bishop take f6. This is a nice intermezzo. This is bishop's hanging, and this is hanging. And a move like bishop c3... I mean, I'm up a piece currently, so... I don't think he's going to survive this. Okay, well, that was a nice finish. I might go back later to look at that opening, but I broke into the top 10. I'm going to try and work my way up to first. The competition will probably get a bit steeper. But we'll see. Yeah. Is this the guy? Oh, I'm playing the guy in first place. That's cool. We'll play a London. Kramnik is messing. That's too bad. Kramnik usually doesn't mess up. But chess is tough. Okay, I'm playing this knight bd2 line. We'll go for c3. This is one of the most main lines in the London. Bishop b5 is the first secondary move. Knight e7 is not a good move because of e4. We're actually following a Carlsen game. Carlsen just completely crushed his opponent. Carlsen Bosiocic, 2000 something. I can take here, right? Just have to remember these lines. And then I take here. White's winning at least a pawn, I think. This is still the Carlsen game. Now, Carlsen took on h3 with the pawn. I actually found a cool improvement where we take the queen first. It will probably transpose, but I'm giving him the option of taking on f2, which he doesn't do. So now we're back in the Carlsen game. Carlsen's opponent played f5, and then Carlsen played c6. It's nice to win a game when you don't have to really think, you just recall the moves. And his opponent played on somehow. I think his opponent played knight d5, but it's just a terrible position after bishop take d5 and rook d1. Yeah, I forget what year, but it was a relatively recent game. Rook d1. Yeah, this is just like white's up a pawn, and it's good knight versus bad bishop. And the c6 pawn is it's pretty menacing. Man, if I knew he was going to stumble into this line, I would have berserked. But okay, this is nice. How do you just remember these games? I mean, this particular game I've studied many times, and I've had it in a rapid tournament, like over the board tournaments. So I've had many opportunities to just repeat it. The other trick for remembering these games is just understanding each move. So I've made an effort to like identify the purpose with each move and just like know the nuances. He wanted to win the c6 pawn, but no success there. I'll play king c2 and then rook d1. And the Carlsen game is a reason why I started playing bishop b5 in the opening rather than bishop d3. So now like b4, b5 ideas. Even c7 could be a threat potentially. But like this is torture for black. He plays rook c8. So now probably b4. If he goes for b5, I'd probably go for c5. And his bishop is forever depressed on e6. How do you remember these games? Memory is utilized for it. Yeah, memory is important for remembering things. Yeah, just for anyone who wants to see the Carlsen game, I gave a lecture at the St. Louis Chess Club, like a part 2 to the London video that I did. And they recorded it, but they never like published the part 2 on it. And part 2 is where I showed the Carlsen game. So we'll just go to analysis board, and then it should be easy to find, just like opening book. And then, I mean, I've had this exact same line like so many times. Oh, thank you, Daniel Rhodes 1980 for subbing. Actually, appreciate that. Yeah, I'll just share a link in the chat, I guess. And for anyone like who has watched the 60 Minutes Carlsen documentary, like Carlsen knows like I think around 10,000 games by memory, which I mean it's helpful to like know so many games, just so you can reference like strong ideas that have been played in the past. Oh, it's 2016. Yeah, so not too long ago. Yeah, queen take d8 is funny. It's giving black the chance to play bishop take f2, and this would run into c6, which I think is just winning for white, because knight t5, rook D1. Yeah, it's very similar. So yeah, what happened in that game? How long did we follow the game? So C6 was played, knight d5, take, rook d1. So this was all the Carlsen game. Bishop a6, knight e5. Was this exactly? Oh wait, no, I'm in the wrong game. Okay. But we played through the same thing. Oh, so bishop b5 was a novelty. Okay, that's funny. Well, it's nice to play like the first 20 moves exactly the same as Carlsen. Let's go back to the tournament. Try and not waste too much time. 48 points, 8th place. I'm gonna get some juice real quick. Let's do another London. We'll berserk this game. Feeling good with the London today. Fabi in all caps. What's going on with Fabi? Is he... Who is he playing? He's playing Kramnik, right? Is he surviving? What? Wait, what? This is just like slush. It's not liquid. Oh man. Have to wait for it to melt or something. Do I play? Okay, I'll play queen b3. I like to call this the copycat variation of the London. Like you or black copies white, then white goes for the early c4, queen b3. And I forgot I berserked. I've already used 30 seconds, which is not acceptable, given I'm still pretty much in opening prep. I'll play knight c3. Actually, I'll probably play b4 first. Sometimes it's a question, where does a knight develop to? Thanks for the cheer from XI Sparks, 150 bits for memory. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to start with b4 because sometimes the knight wants to move to a5, like so. And b7 is sometimes a long-term weakness. Knight h5 so early. Let's not give him the bishop pair. Bishop c7 is a weird move, but yeah, it takes him a couple tempi to attack it, and h3 is very useful because I have a retreat square. I could also play g4 here, but I'll play bishop h2, and then I'll start doing stuff. And it's a very positional game. I'm very happy to keep this bishop because he doesn't have moves like rook c7 or rook b8 to defend this pawn. g6. So I'm just going to attack the pawn and maybe just win it right away. This is very hard to drink. It's supposed to be like really healthy. Kale. Kale is a main ingredient. Grapes, apple, banana, pineapple, pear, juice, orange juice, coconut water, cayenne pepper, and chia. It sounds healthy. e5. Is that a free pawn? Looks like multiple free pawns. Take. Okay, he's trying to make it complicated. Can I play f3 and just trap the knights? He has knight g5. Wait, let's calculate. Knight take b7. Okay, I'm only calculating one move. Knight take b7 wins the pawn. And rook b8 I can take on a6. Take on a6 anyway. I'm just winning all his pawns. Yeah, this is a good few games for the London. Knight d6 is coming, maybe. Maybe not right away. Wait, knight d6. Oh, he can't. Why was I thinking he could take the knight? But I have to defend this pawn, so maybe f4. And then we trade. Or we don't trade. I'm just going to castle. This bishop is slightly sad, but it's done its job. Someday it will re-enter the game. F6 can take. This bishop is also sad. Oops. Let's do this. Bishop b7 is playable, and then knight d4, and c6 is weak. It's a weird pawn structure. White's up 3 pawns though. I haven't lost a single pawn. I'm gonna try and win this game without losing a single pawn. Hey, I won the game without losing a single pawn. That's nice. Yeah, that was another like feel-good London game. A lot of the ideas like I've seen before, like this whole, first of all, this h3 bishop h2, and then this like knight b3 knight a5, and then he just tried to make a mess, but it didn't work. Okay, back to tournament. I moved from 8th place to 7th place. Slowly but surely. I'm only 8 points behind the leader, and I started about an hour late, so. Oh no, oh my gosh. Okay, let me be right back. I was shaking the juice with no lid on. I got distracted. Let me play my first move, and then, gosh. Can the game just start? Because I have to like, this is embarrassing. I could pause. What do I do here? I'm going to play c6 and then I'll return. Wait, this is the guy in first place. I need to beat him again. Oh, this is really annoying. I'll be right back. I just got juice all over me. This juice is a curse. Thank you, Daniel Rhodes, for cheering 100 bits. Appreciate that. For the spillage. That's nice. Yeah, I'll be right back. D5, no, I'll castle. Okay. I've learned my lesson not to shake juice when it's open. What do I do here? Do I play... I guess I play d5. I just got so excited from winning that game. Yeah, I just shook the juice prematurely. At least he's thinking. Maybe he was thinking because I took such a long think. I wonder maybe he's watching the stream too, because that's possible. I think b6 is a reasonable move. Ideas of bishop a6. Trading good bishop. Trading bad bishop for good bishop. The knight's a bit awkward. But what to do? Maybe e6? This knight wants to come to d6, and then eventually e4. I'll play rook c8 first. No, not rook c8 first. Knight f5 first. Let's try and move quickly. Queen d7, but then knight e5. Okay, I'll play knight d6. I think they call this a Capablanca knight. Knight on d6, pawn on d5. Knight e5 makes sense. I want to play rook c8, Wait, is this lagging? Am I connected? I'm connected. I'm sorry if there was lag. Saw the red box. I want to play rook c8, but then queen a4. A bit annoying. So maybe I'll put the queen on b7, and then rook c8. And then things are defended. This is so weird. It feels like I'm eating juice. Like, it's not liquid form. Like, it's so thick. But at least it's healthy. I'm not sure what white's doing here. Because I was going to say that if the knight moves, I have knight e4. I guess he wants to play like bishop b4. But I'm going to try and challenge the c-file. Let's start with rook c8. Do I take? That's my bad knight, but that's also his bad bishop. Take. Let's keep the tension for a bit longer. Because like most of white's pawns are on dark squares, and he's a bit awkward on the queen side, so I want to leave him being awkward. Knight c3 looks reasonable. I'll retreat. I might not be playing the most accurately, but I'm trying to keep the tension. Make him think. Knight b5, yeah, I'll move back. We might repeat, and then if I want to play for a win, I have to do something else. Okay, giving some loot for the bishop. Let's reposition the knight. Maybe a6 is coming, maybe knight c6 is coming. Not entirely sure. He really wants to invade the square, which I might have to allow. This could lead to like massive trades. But okay, stuff will happen. I don't think I'm losing anything. Oh, maybe I'm losing the a-pawn. But if he wants to take the a-pawn, I should get counterplay. Like queen c4 and queen e2 ideas. He would like to play queen d3, but he's tied down to the bishop currently. Oh wait, queen e2, queen d3, I take on b2. Also threatening queen f2. Oh, there's a funny line, but he didn't walk into it. Okay. I'll play this. If he played queen d3, queen f2, queen take b2, I was threatening a triple fork, which he wouldn't be able to stop. Here I'm threatening the very simple rook c2. And then, I don't know how he defends. He has to put something on c3. Like knight c3, but then I have knight d2. Wait, no, if he moves anything to c3, I have queen take e3. He could just be in like huge trouble. Like this just might be winning for black. What is he doing here? Rook c2 is coming. And he can't play bishop c3 or knight c3. That turned bad really quickly. I think he just got too greedy. Like he took on a7. It's bad for him. Chess 24 clocks are off. It's hard to get clock times accurate with a live broadcast, especially if you're not the one who's like organizing the tournament. And it's up to the organizers to feed correct information. But there's like video footage that will hopefully be accurate. Yeah, let me, okay, this guy's just thinking. Let's open candidates in a new tab. Chess bomb. Let's check out this Kramnik game. And I'm not going to show the tab on screen because would I violate copyright? No, because it's broadcast through a different site. But let's check out Kramnik. Whoa, what is going on here? I'm not like using engine evaluation. I just see the current position. Yeah, I take on e3. This is force mate. Oh, I would have liked to smother mate him, but okay. That was nice. Back to tournament. Moved up to 5th place. Working my way closer, 7 points behind first. HCHC, good luck. Let's berserk. On the verge of breaking 2400. Queen take e3 was check, XI Sparks. Yeah. We'll play a Ponziani this game. This is one of the, probably the most mainline. He could take either pawn. He could take on d4 or take on e4. Knight b8. I actually had a tournament game in this line against Priyadarshan Kanapan. I remember looking at this line afterwards. I forget what I looked at. I know there was a more challenging move than knight f3. Maybe queen e2? Queen e2, or was it queen a4 check? Wait a minute. Queen a4 check just wins a piece, right? I think this guy misplayed it. Wait. Maybe knight f6 he had to play first and then d6? Queen a4 check is like a common tactic in this line. He's trying to save the piece, but is he succeeding? I can take. Takes with pawn, then I take with knight. And I have so many threats on the diagonal and against this knight. There's some move like knight c. I don't know. Let me not say anything in case he's watching. He resigns. I was actually scared of knight c5. Analysis board? Knight c5? What's going on? Knight take d8. Oh, I have bishop b5 check. Okay. And white's up a pawn and doing very well. Okay. Probably not a reason to resign, but that's nice. Quick berserk win. 2nd place. Ooh. This is getting serious. Is Lichess, or are they not detecting the stream? Because it wasn't showing that I was streaming in the tournament area. I'm just curious. Oh, it shows I'm streaming here. Okay, that's weird. Chesky. I feel like I played him. Yeah, I played him before. I won before. I forget what happened in the opening that game. Let's play d5. Maybe I should have berserked. We're playing another Ray Robson variation with c5. It's a fun sideline. He takes early. I can take back. And usually what happens, we both castle. He plays queen a4, he wins back the pawn, and then I have a secret prep move. So hopefully we'll get into secret prep. Both queen c2 and queen a4 should lead to my secrets. Maybe he's scared. Knight c3 is a new move, but it's hard now for white to win the pawn. Maybe I play a6. Oh, then he wants to play knight. Well, knight e5, queen c7. Let's play a6 first. There's many ideas with like queen c7 where I defend the pawn with tactics. Like if he takes, I have bishop take f2. Maybe he's getting some counterplay. Hopefully not too much. Knight g4 could be a threat. Rook d8's coming. The main drawback for black is this this queenside development. So let's develop. Hello, Anton Chess Fan. How's it going? I'll share the secret after the game if you guys remind me, because I'll probably forget. Bishop g5 is a good move. I want to play knight g4, but that hangs a piece. Play knight d7. And e5 is actually a really nice square for the knight, where it can't be removed. It targets the square, and maybe in the future I'll have knight g4. Also blockades the pawn, which basically kills the bishop. And I can play b5, bishop b7, and be happy. Life is good. He's thinking. I forgot to berserk. Lands 5,500. Arch Nemesis. Okay, we'll play this. I don't think he has any threats. I guess it's about making threats of my own. Maybe I play knight d3. Knight d3, rook moves, queen d4 check. Looks fun. Maybe the other knight comes to e5. Like, we both want to attack on the king side. But I think black is getting the earlier initiative. Now there's a line. Queen d4 check, king f1. And I've pinned myself. So queen c5 check, king f1, knight e5. I don't know. Guess we'll do that. If he plays king f1, there should be something fun somewhere, someday. Maybe bishop d7, bishop b5. Whoa, I didn't see that move. That was a good move. Am I just losing material? Queen e3. Queen e3, rook e2. Ugh. Okay, I got careless. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, I'm gonna have compensation, but this is not what I wanted. Because I lose h7. I'll have to fight. That's really not what I wanted. Such a good position too. I just forgot about bishop e7. So maybe queen d4 is a better move there. At least my knights are good. He can win h7, or he can do that. I don't really understand that move. I can do this. Oh, he wants to checkmate me on d8. Okay, now I understand it. So I can play queen a5. Queen a5 should be okay. And he's going to play b4, but then knight take b4. Okay. I think he's giving me time, because now at some point I'll have to move his knight back. I'll play bishop d7. I'm hopefully going to get counterplay. And if he takes on h7, I have this, I think, nice move, knight g6. Here, bishop d7. So now my queen is not tied down to d8. His knight's attacked twice, expecting knight c3. And then, I guess, improve the bishop. Bishop c6. Okay. Oh, now I can't play knight g6. I can play rook d8. But then he checks and wins g7. Oops. Is he winning g7 regardless? I don't want to lose this game. This is really annoying. I think I have to lose g7. And what else to do here? Things are stuck. Play b5. b5 actually seems like a decent try. It defends and it tries to initiate some attack. And his queen alone cannot kill me. It's just a matter of keeping his other pieces out. The problem is he's already up the exchange, and he's going to win a pawn here. But if he goes for queen h8, king e7, queen take g7, I have b4 in the end. It's scary. It is scary. Yeah, I was scared of that. Do I take with bishop? Well, take with pawn. There's major problems here. Maybe king d6. I actually don't see a clear like follow-up for white. Because this is defended, this is defended, this is defended, this is attacked, which I probably can't take. He wants to play queen e7. Let's play queen d8. Trade queens. I mean, usually you don't want to trade queens in these situations, but gotta do what you gotta do. There's still counterplay, but there's pins everywhere. Who's getting pinned more? Take there. I'm pinned and he's pinned. That was a bad move because I defend. Or do I? King e2. Wait, where do I move? Maybe here? I know time is an issue. b3, king c3. Oh, that was a really good move. Oh, what do I do? Check. No. This is bad. This is really bad. I lost a piece. I have to fight somehow. The phone's ringing. Yeah, he's displaying some strong technique. This is really sad. I'm fighting for first place. I'm losing to some guy who's not worthy of anything. But he's worthy of beating me, that's true. Maybe he'll hang a rook, maybe not. What he's doing. Okay, that was unfortunate. It's a long tournament. I'm still in 4th place, it looks like. No, I'm in 5th place. I'm still within a game of the lead. This guy's berserking every single game and winning. Oh, he's a strong player. Hello to King Isho, who beat me when when the VChess servers restarted and I flagged. We'll berserk because I'm on tilt. Braden saying I had knight c1. I thought my knight got trapped in that line. Like I saw knight c1 instead of moving the king to c4, but I wasn't sure. It was complicated. The god of counterplay. I tried to get counterplay as hard as I could. Oh, this is some reverse Slav, which I probably should have avoided. But what can I do? A5 maybe? I don't know. A5. I don't think it prevents b4, but... Okay, something is happening here. We've transposed into some kind of London? Where maybe b4 is now possible. Okay, well, that's nice. So it's just like a reverse Slav type position where I know the idea, like black wants to expand in the center. So he probably plays knight e5 or not. Okay, that's nice. Now black just has a good center. Happy pieces. Maybe I should have played a4 there. But okay, he can't play b4 because there's all these pins. Let's not trade anything. You should never trade pieces when you have more space. Okay, so I'll play a4, gain more space. Maybe this. Bishop take f6, maybe not. I could play g5. g5 just looks fun. I'll just play it, relying on intuition. And thank you for the follow, Vinicius Italiano. Do I do this? I guess I do that. Then e4. I have to move slightly quicker. Okay, I'll play bishop g4. I want to do this and this. He might play knight e1 because he just wants to trade, or not. Okay. Happy getting my bishop there. Oh, he played king h1, knight g1. Okay. We're still avoiding trades. Because black has so much space. I just want to trap his bishop. And in order to save it, he's going to have to weaken himself. He's going to have to play like h3 or h4. I don't know if I can exploit this right away. But let's just throw pieces at him on the king side, like knight f5 coming. At some point I might play bishop d6 just to trade off his one like good defender. But in the meantime I just want to keep pushing like g4 with the with a pawn storm. Knight c1, king d1. Oh, rook d2, king d2. I didn't see knight a2. I just assumed my knight was running out of squares. But I think the endgame should still be worse there. Do I want to take on +1, queen take b3? Okay. Situations like that, you can't calculate. You just have to use intuition. So we're trading a pair of bishops. Because I just want to make him have less defenders, and then when we trade, or even if we don't trade, I want to play g4 as soon as I can. Because then files will open, and hopefully good things will happen. Okay, he's going for counterplay. Oh, we'll take maybe d. Yeah, that looks interesting. Some x-ray vision against the queen. Threatening d3. He probably has to take. If I take with knight, he plays queen d1, queen d6 check, king h1. I'm looking for wins. It seems very close to winning. Maybe e3 first? He takes e3, might take e3. I win some material, but I don't want to lose initiative. Well, he's just scared. Okay. I'm going to play e3. Like, if I win material, it should at least be clearly better for black. That's a free knight. Expecting queen take d2 and then knight e4. Or that. Okay, some annoyances. Take, take, take. Okay, we'll defend. Ooh, knight e5 could be painful. But knight e5, queen take d4. Okay. Should be okay. Okay, can't complain. I have 28 seconds left, but he's below 2 minutes. And there might be tactics against stuff. King g1 is only move. I'll throw an f6 when I can. And chase away the knight. 23 seconds, no. I have no discoveries, no great discoveries against the queen yet. I'm going to push the pawn. Okay, that's a good sign. I'm trying to get the h-file. King f7, probably not a great move, but I want to get the rook to h8. This looks really weird. Let's do that, because knight e2 is a threat sometimes. We might trade rooks. I'm also attacking his rook on d1. So he's allowing knight e2. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, I'm freaking out. I have 10 seconds left. He can win g4 with check. Wait, did I just blunder everything? I don't know what I'm doing. This is really bad. Okay, time to pre-move. Okay, good thing he took with pawn there. Lots of pre-moving. No, he wins my queen. No, okay, he didn't see it. I'm trying to flag him. Yes, I flagged him. Okay. I played for a win there with 1 second left. I could have sacked the queen for the pawn, but he had low enough time in order to flag him. Okay. Oh, remember secret tactics. Okay, I'll share the secrets. In this tournament, listening to all advice, still blundering pieces, chess. Okay. That's the nature of Blitz. Let me I'll go back. I'll share the opening secret. Was that the same game? This was a long game. I did not deserve to win that. I mean, he had many different ways to win that end game. Like, he should not have allowed me to win all his pawns. Like, he should just take the rook. Like, take the rook on e8 and then push the d pawn. But analysis board, just to share some prep. Like, if you play against the Catalan and you play... Wait. Oh, this was a different game. Wait. I guess I forgot to show the Catalan line previously. I don't know if that was what XI Sparks was referring to. But because I forgot to show it, let me just show it real quick. D5, G3. So Ray Robson variation starts after C5. And then one of the main lines is like this here, castle, castle. And then queen a4, knight bd7, queen takes c4. And the secret move here is b5, where it solves all of black's problems because you develop the bishop and you don't even lose a pawn because after queen take b5, you win back the pawn. Might be off topic from the game I just played, but there we go. I'm going to play one more game, and then I'll see where that takes me. I'm in 3rd place. Ooh. I might have to end shortly, but we'll see. Okay. Yeah, I have to end very shortly, actually. Last game. Assuming the game starts soon. Is Kramnik still playing? Oh, he's still playing. Wow, what's going on in this position? Kramnik's winning, right? Oh, he's down the exchange? I have no idea what's going on in that position. I'm gonna berserk. I'm gonna try and end with a bang. Even though this guy is 2200. and Gary Topalov Reborn. Interesting name. Okay, it's a London. Oh, it's another like copycat variation. I had this earlier and it worked out really nicely. This time I'm going to play a bit quicker. Knight a6 is interesting. Why do I feel like I can take with the rook on a6? Let's do that. Because I think Lenderman did it once and it worked out for him. It looks completely absurd, but I'm trying to end with a bang. Maybe it was a wrong decision, but the minor pieces for white are good in this position, assuming he can't play e5. Because I'll win pawns and stuff on the queen side. b8 square is off limits. He might play knight b8 or that. Yeah, this is probably just unsound. I can get a knight to a5 somehow. Like king c2 and then knight d2, knight b3, knight a5. It's the type of position I can play relatively quickly. Problem is he's defending everything. But at least there's pressure. I'm gonna move the rook back. And I don't know what to do here actually. Maybe this. And take with pawn. It's already looking... Actually, no, he doesn't have rook b8. If he doesn't have rook b8, it's completely fine for white. Maybe. I'm going to bring the rook back to keep the pressure. Probably put the king on d3. And over defending this. I might have to do something with the knights. Restrict his knight. Maybe play h4 next. I'm going to go for this move. So I'm realizing knight b6, pawn take b6, he can't stop b7 in most cases. It's a weird idea. I have triple pawns now, but I take on b8, so I don't think he saw, or maybe he did see. This should be better for white, because I have I have pawns. He wins g2, but now I have check, play b7, and then knight c5. And I don't think his knight gets back in time. So he's going to go for counterplay on the king side, but it's going to be too slow. Because his knight can't move anywhere, actually. I guess he could move to e2. But then here... And then if he moves back... Okay, that was nice. Oh, that was actually fun. That was a cool kind of... I don't know, objectively, like, rook take a6. What does Stockfish think of it? The Stockfish usually looks down upon exchange sacks. Rook take a6. Yeah, I mean, Stockfish at first will say it's better for black, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it is just better for black. Because I couldn't take on a6 right away because my knight's hanging, and he defended. But I think it was easier to play for white. Real quick, I do want to show what inspired me to play that move, if I can remember the line, because it was from the black side in a London, where white played this line, and then black was Alex Lenderman, and they went into this kind of very similar structure, almost identically reversed, and white played knight a3, and then Lenderman took on a3. Wait, maybe it's not this exact position? I thought there was a Lenderman game. Could it be a slightly different line? Knight b2, what's the other move? Bishop e2 maybe? Bishop f5? No, I forget. I remember a Lenderman game. Oh, maybe bishop f5 first, but then knight b5. Wait, knight h4? Looking for rook take a3. No. Rook take a3, no. I forget. Sadly, wait. Can I pause the tournament? I want to pause. I don't want to start a new game. Sadly, I'm in second place. I have to pause. I have to go. I have stuff to do today. I can't be playing chess the whole day. Thank you everyone for watching and being interesting in the chat. For those who were in the chats. Okay, I don't think I missed anything too meaningful. But I do appreciate the viewers. I'll be back in the future. Bye guys, and have a good day. Or good night. Or a good bishop.